learn to move in silence. Learn to keep those plans to yourself. Learn to keep your mouth shut. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Francine, and here on the Globe Code, I focus on faith, self-development, life and style, a little bit of fashion, and beauty in between. So today I'm going to be speaking on 8 things that I learned in my 30s that will make me better in my 40s. So I have my book here with my notes. So I'm gonna be looking down. If you see me looking down, it's because I wanna stay on track, because I tend to get carried away, and I wanna stay on topic because this is important information. So let's get right into the video. So first is to be quiet even when you have a lot to say. I've learned this the hard way because I've been the girl that always likes to have the last say. I want to have the last word. I always want to feel like what I have to say is more important. I've taken a bit of a humble pie, seeking God and asking God to reveal certain things to me and doing some introspection on how I can become a better version of myself. The scripture says that a soft answer turns away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. And if I tell you guys that this is my 3rd attempt at filming this video, would you believe me? This is why a lot of people don't do YouTube, because it's not for the faint of heart. It's just, oh my God. The first time was audio issues, then my SD card was full. So I'm attempting to do this again, and I'm gonna do it because I know if it's giving me so much problems, that means I'm supposed to do it. So I'm just gonna get right into the video. So I was speaking about remaining quiet even when you have a lot to say, learning to take a slice of humble pie and just be silent. When you allow other people to speak, you can learn a lot from them. I feel like it is just a wiser approach to just humble yourself and to listen. You learn a lot more from listening. But it's okay to not have the last word. It's okay to not have something to say all the time. I've taken this approach because in the past, talking too much or having too much to say, when I divulge too much, that can be used against me. I'm taking a new approach to life. Say less. Hashtag say less. It is okay to not have the last word. It's okay to have nothing to say or have an opinion. That's wisdom. You don't need to buy everything you see. And I posted a video recently talking about this on how influencing and content creators, they influence you to make purchases. I've had buyer's remorse from buying things that I know I didn't need at all. But because I saw someone posted about it, I felt like I needed it, whether it's clothes, beauty products, whatever. I used to just buy things just out of the blue because of FOMO. Truth be told, you really don't need that item. You really don't need it. You didn't need it 5 minutes before seeing it, 5 minutes prior to seeing the post. You don't need it. I am taking a more minimalistic approach to life. Like, just buy what you need, buy what's compulsory, buy what's essential. Yes, we need clothes. We live in a country where the climate changes. We have 4 seasons here. Of course, clothes gets old. You have to buy new ones. But not everything you see, you have to get it just because. I buy for my lifestyle. So I don't really go out often like I used to. I work from home and I love loungewear and I love to be comfortable. As for me, the approach is to buy what you need. So I would challenge you to just buy the things that you need. Save your money. You will not die if you don't get that item. I promise you. Keep your business private. Keep your business to yourself. Privacy is so powerful. And I've learned in these days, just being so private about everything. I'm being militant about every step I take, because people out there are like human vampires. There are people out there that just want to get information from you and they will never divulge. There are people who disguise themselves as wolves in sheep clothing, and they come in the form of your friends, your family members, relatives, co-workers, associates, whoever they may be. You gotta be so careful of who you tell your business to. I used to be one to post my business on social media. Gone are those days. You're not gonna know where I am. If I leave the country, you will not know. If I get married, you will not know. I don't want my wedding photos posted online. Or if I were to have more children, I'm living a very private life moving forward. The less people know about you, the less they can actually have to use against you. People literally plot for your demise. There are people out there who know you personally that want you dead. They're jealous of you. They're envious of you. And when you put things out in public, you don't know who is praying what against your name. And I know people are going to be like, who? God bless, no man curse. Yeah. I know that. But there are spiritual wickedness in high places. We have to put on the whole armor of God. When people don't know your next move, they cannot plot for your downfall. So keep your business private. You don't need to share everything on social media. Learn to move in silence. Learn to keep those goals to yourself. Learn to keep those plans to yourself. Learn to keep your mouth shut. Not everyone is your friend, and the sooner you learn this, the better your life will be. As I said previously, there are people disguising themselves as wolves in sheep clothing, and they come in the form of your friends, pretending to like you, pretending to be happy for you when they really aren't. People are evil. People still are jealous and envious and don't want to see you amount to anything in life. So the sooner you know that, the better your life will be. Start investing as early as you can. If I knew this even prior to my 30s, even in my 20s, I think my life would be so much more different and better. Like financially, I think I would be at a better place than I am now. I wish my parents or someone, a mentor, someone taught me about investing, especially in real estate. Like, you can't go wrong. At the age of 22, I bought my first house and I almost foreclosed on that house. I didn't make the best and the wisest money and financial decisions. My relationship with money was just not the best. And that took me a long time to rebuild my credit. It took me a long time to pay off my debts and really got myself to a place where I'm like, yeah, you're on the up and up, girl. So if you're able to invest earlier in life, do so. Take it from me. Try your best to educate yourself about financial literacy as early on as you possibly can. It will definitely set you up for success. It's okay to be single. Marriage is not the prize, you are. And growing up in the church community that I did, it's almost like that thing was kind of thrown down our throats, especially for women. There was like this pressure of getting married to the point where women used to fight over guys that would come to the church. We'll have convention, or we would have like a service or go to concerts, and you meet someone and it's like, oh my God, he's my husband. Like, we are declaring these poor guys that probably don't even know how to even take care of themselves. We're already claiming them as our husbands because we felt this pressure of getting married, and getting married early as well too. And when you didn't get married and your friends were getting married, you felt like you weren't wanted. You felt this sense of despondency, and you felt, less valued and like unlovable, or you questioned a lot of things about yourself. Like you felt insecure. You felt your self-confidence kind of diminishes because you're like, what's wrong with me? That's something that I dealt with because I was like, I'm a good girl. I'm a good woman. I know how to take care of a man. Why isn't anyone marrying me yet? Because of what was embedded in my head anyways, as a young woman, that marriage is the prize. And I kind of had to unlearn those things and like clear my head of that. What I would challenge you to do is, in your singleness, get to know yourself. I took the time in my singleness to get to know myself. What are my likes? What are my dislikes? What do you love to do? What are you good at, right? Not based on what someone else is telling you that you should do. You know what I mean? Take time to heal, work on your goals, build yourself, focus on yourself, go on solo dates. Take the opportunity to work on you and love on you until God sends you, and so build a relationship with God so that God can send you the perfect partner for you. I remember in my singleness, I prayed and I asked God after my breakup. I said, God, show me where I have done wrong. Show me myself. How can I be better? And I want you to prepare me for the husband that you know will need me. And likewise, prepare him for me, because you know us. God knows us better than we know ourselves. So the person that we're praying for, we want God to work on that person. And you want to be desired and you want to be needed. I don't want to be with someone who doesn't need me. That makes no sense. So the idea is to pray that God will work on you so that you will become the person that that man needs, and vice versa. Singleness is a beautiful thing. It's probably one of the best things that has happened to me, and it has allowed me to learn so much about myself. And I feel now that I am in a position and prepared to be a valuable partner to my future spouse, because I had the opportunity to get to know myself and allow God to work on me and work on the parts of me that needed work. You know what I mean? Because I was always under construction. I still am. I'm always under construction, but there was just some things that I needed God to really get rid of. What people think about you doesn't matter. Do you, as long as it's not immoral and it's not illegal. Do you, okay? Because you have to live with the decisions that you make. As long as you have peace and contentment while doing it, do you. Don't worry about the external noise. Don't worry about everybody else, because listen, you have to deal with life on your own. Do not worry about what Tom, Dick, and Harry has to say about you. People will always project their fears onto you. People will always project how they feel into your situation. People are very discouraging. So a lot of times that's why I just try to keep things to myself, because let me learn on my own. I don't want the discouragement. Sometimes people are not even really happy for you, and they're coming from a place of, it's so malicious, and it's not from a place of love. They don't want to be happy for you or see you doing better than they are. So sometimes people tend to just talk you out of things because of how they feel. But do you, whatever makes you happy, whatever brings you joy, just focus on doing your stuff and don't worry about anybody else. Last but not least, fear is not a factor. It's okay to do things whilst being afraid. If I learned that, or someone told me that a few years ago, I think I would be, is it fair to say I would be better off in life? I don't know. Maybe I'm just right where I'm supposed to be. I don't know. But I made a lot of decisions out of the place of fear. When God explicitly gave me an instruction, I ignored it or disobeyed him because I was fearful of what other people would say, how people would perceive me, or that I would fail. And I have a fear of failing because I failed in the past. What I have learned is that the worst thing that can happen is that it doesn't turn out the way that you would have envisioned it to, but you would have gained experience from that you wouldn't have learned if you never tried. Trying anyway and doing it afraid allows you to learn so much about yourself in the process. Even if it doesn't turn out the way you expected, you still gain experience and knowledge from it. And that's the approach I'm taking. This is the era I'm in. Focusing on me, protecting my privacy, protecting my peace, and just doing me and being focused. I don't have time to be distracted about what everyone else is saying. And this is why I am so careful who I allow into my space, who I allot my time to, and just ensure that I'm making decisions that are going to be beneficial. That's where I'm at in life. If it doesn't serve me, I don't have time for it. If it's not gonna make me better, I don't have time for it. I'm just focusing on becoming a better version of myself, because I owe it to myself to meet her. You owe it to yourself to meet the best version of you. So try not to make a decision from a place of fear, and seek God in everything that you do. God did not give you a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. And that is the promise that I can hold on to. Fear is not a factor. I'm tired of being fearful. I'm sick and tired of being fearful. I just want to live my life with intent. I just want to allow God to use me in every aspect of my life. I'm going to just trust the process and trust God to lead and direct me. That concludes my topic today. I do hope that the information that I've shared with you will resonate with you. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video. Until next time, stay safe and God bless. Bye.